Reset and Disposal Department. Welcome user ZW0. Please select from the following options. Messages. Incoming messages from V. Sandoval. Subject R.E. Beck. Question mark. I don't want to play anymore. Let's just do our jobs, okay? Question mark. Victoria Sandoval. Okay, so it's a girl. It's a woman. 2. V. Sandoval. Subject this week's bet. Alright, my 10 bits are on 52F. I know what you're thinking. He's so skinny that's got to be bad odds. But I'm a gambling man, Victoria, and I've got an eye for this now. What do you think? Question mark. And then 2V Sandoval again, subject the truth. No, I'm not talking about the subjects, Vicky. I'm talking about the numbers. I've been keeping track of how many bodies we process every day and every week, and the number fluctuates, but never too much. 1 and 3 and 2 and 5 and 1 and 1 and 2. And then 10. Just look at the chart I left on your desk. You can see for yourself that there's a pattern. You see it, right? Question mark. William Zarrow. Very interesting. Okay, we're at the administrative level. Let's go and explore some shit. Main menu, welcome user N. Castillo. Please select from the following options. HIA visitation protocols. The Human Auditing and Inquiry Facility is a dedicated research facility and houses a considerable quantity of hazardous materials, machinery and personnel. As such, no external visitors are to be permitted at any time absent express written permission from HIA testing supervisor Dr. Marion Blakesley. If you suspect a visitor does not have the appropriate credentials, please observe the following procedures. Number 1, stay calm. Number 2, notify nearby security personnel of your suspicions. Number 3, wait for security personnel and /or equipment to finish disposing of the visitor. Number 4, complete an incident report per official guidelines. Remember to use spaces, choice approved formatting and language. At no point should you leave your workstation unattended. Leaving your workstation unattended will be considered a severe security breach and may result in a fine and /or summary termination of your employment with spaces choice. Your supervisor has posted the following addendums. Right, that's the official shit. If we do get visitors, inform me at once. If they're from other departments. If it's Dr. Ambrose, don't get in her way but log her every move. If it's Clarence, mostly keep him at reception. I'll come down in person to see this law-given miracle for myself. If Jasper Lowe or anyone else from Chem turns up, let them stew at reception. I'll send Assistant Morley down eventually. Messages. From M. Blakesley, subject HIA visitation protocols. Update. HIA is on lockdown until further notice. Do not let anyone into the facility until the escaped volunteers are located. I'm going to check volunteer induction for any sign of our fugitives. If you receive any keycard access notifications in the next 20 minutes, ignore them. They well and truly locked it down because they fucked up with the test subjects by the looks of things. Very interesting. That's where we came from. Alright. The fuck is that? Some weird plant-like substance. Main menu, welcome user B. Morley. Okay. Incoming messages. From a rune, subject concerns. Or subject RE concerns. This isn't about a few volunteers, Morley. Most of test group SC22A is already gone. Subject 17 is non-verbal, but we've had some luck using small amounts of the compound to coax him into the testing rooms. To be honest, some of the staff are starting to worry me too. It's not just that ghoul in disposal either. Weaver's convinced that the compound's getting into the ventilation system somehow. I've caught her scrubbing her hands raw at the washing stations. I've tried reciting our safety protocols to her, but it hasn't seemed to help. I'm starting to think she might not be wrong. From M. Blakesley, subject condolence letters. Subject testing reports. Morley, pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects and whip up condolence letters. Something saccharine and noble. Feel free to invent next to kin if there are none on record. Use the cheap paper, leave the letters on my desk. I'll dispose of them shortly. Yeah, so she really didn't give a fuck about, you know, these test subjects having something happen to them. They were literally an object to her by the looks of things. Well, they all thought that, and even if they died, they would be classed as basically like an insect dying. Outgoing messages. To all personnel, subject termination notice. The notice is to inform all HIA staff that testing associate Angus Rune is no longer at Space's Choice Pharmaceuticals employee, effective immediately. As valued members of the Space's Choice family, I trust that you will all pull together to shoulder Mr. Rune's responsibilities in his place. Benjamin Morley. Okay, 2 M. Blakesley, subject incident report. Dr. Blakesley, the missing test subject has been found and apprehended. Apparently he got into the testing department where he remained. I'm afraid nobody noticed for several hours. Hennessy had him doing paperwork. I think it's clear at this point that subject SC44B12 didn't get out on his own. As far as we can tell, he didn't have much of an escape plan. The door was simply unlocked for a short period of time during the night. In the meantime, I've made it clear to the security forces that no further breaches will be tolerated. Benjamin Morley. Archived messages. From M. Blakesley, subject delete this. Morley, how do I delete this message? Question mark. Okay, subject. So this is from M. Blakesley to C. Mostly. I'm guessing this is the message before she wanted it to be deleted. Or, hang on a minute. She sent a message to C. Mostly, but then she's messaged B. Morley to delete the email, possibly. So subject RE testing groups, or group SC84. Clarence, the latest results are in. As you hoped, you'll find that the violent cases now account for a smaller overall percentage of the testing pool. I expect that will change in about 2 or 3 weeks, so you'd better get that report out to Goodfellow in a hurry. In the meantime, dosing all of the test subjects means that HIA is now in the business of generating aggressive psychotics. So if you could take 2 minutes out of your fundamentally pointless existence to those resources I requested, as well as the matter of additional security, increased oversight at Chem, or any kind of explanation for what the fuck. let's find out what the deleted messages are. So from M. Blakesley to from M. Blakesley, subject read me. From M. Blakesley to B. Morley, subject read me. Morley, if you receive any communication or communications from Dr. Ambrose, ignore them. Also notify me at once and don't piss yourself worrying. It won't come up on your assessments. Alright, and then look at the other message. So from M. Blakesley, subject read at once. From M. Blakesley to B. Morley, subject read at once. Morley, no word from OCI, will keep going as we are. Say something to the staff, break out that list of prepared statements I gave you. I suggest number 4, remember to smile. I'm heading down to oversee today's testing personally. Make sure I'm not disturbed. Alright, that's why she went down there. If you read, or you know, you were here to read that other terminal. Okay, can we hack this? No, unfortunately not. Alright.
Did you enjoy the show? I didn't. You should have left Gorgon in its grave, where it belongs.
Hold up a second. Let me just take a drink before this mystery guy probably takes a shit ton of marauders to us.
Now I'm afraid I have to find a permanent way to put you down.
Can we punch this asshole in the face, Captain? Eventually?
Try me, bro. I'm ready for you. Welcome user M. Blakesley. Admin functions. Override synthesis and manufacturing center lockdown. Synthesis and manufacturing center status. Synthesis and manufacturing center is currently locked. Alert. Executive lockdown must be overridden at Chem Lab. Okay. Incoming messages. From O. Ambrose, subject frequency of testing updates. From O. Ambrose to M. Blakesley, subject frequency of testing updates. Marion, it's been 3 weeks. Where the fuck are the reports from HIA? Question mark. Deliver them to me by the end of the day or deliver me your letter of resignation. I'm done asking. In the future you will send me bi-weekly reports of HIA's status. These reports will include an inventory of test subjects, which version of the Gorgon compound they have been administered, how frequently those administrations have occurred, and who has been administering them. To these reports you will append a mortality record. This record will include an accounting of the burn down rate of our current stock of volunteers and compound ampules. In addition to a thorough analysis of their injuries, I want to see charts, Mari, big fucking charts with lots of precious little numbers. And before you ask, bi-weekly means twice a week. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. From O. Ambrose, subject condolences, etc. Marion, personalise and forward the following note to the families of the deceased volunteers. Take carbon copies and send those out on to Lucian at the usual address. Make certain he gets every single one. Ollie. Dear, in brackets, name. It is with regret that I write to inform you of the death of your relation. Name. They died peacefully attended by their fellows. Please accept our sympathies in this difficult time. Though it may offer you little comfort, know that your relation died in service of a better, more productive Halcyon. In accordance with the agreement name signed with Tartarus Corrections, a division of United Defense Logistics, the term of incarceration is now considered complete. Sincerely, Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Outgoing messages. Okay. 2L Goodfellow subject RE latest results. Goodfellow, yes, many of the subjects still exhibited increased energy levels and compliance, the same quote-unquote euphoric response. But they inevitably crash. Testing clearly suggests that Chem's compound X has extreme and irreversible effects when administered repeatedly over a long period of time. Several volunteers in the old SCO2 group are barely verbal. When they do speak, it's to beg for more of the compound. I'm finding it hard to shine that up for you, Lawrence. So good you'll beg for more? ? Don't you dare use that. If we could dilute the compound or even ease up the schedule, we could mitigate some of the addictive effects. Weaning some of the earlier test subjects off the compound might buy us time until Chem refines the formula. I need time, Lawrence. Dr. Marion Blakesley. 2. B. Morley, subject testing reports. Morley, I need you to compile some of the test results from the past month. Pull a subset from the reports we forwarded to OCI if you like, so long as there are charts. Make sure the worst of the mortality reports are up front, will you? ? 2 testing labs, subject RE testing group SC82. At the behest of the Office of Creation or Creative Incubation, we are applying varying amounts of unknown solutions to test subjects that are already mid-treatment. What organizational schema do you imagine would miraculously restore scientific rigor to this process? ? Stick to the current system, Dr. Marion Blakesley. To B. Morley subject condolence letters. Morley, pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects and whip up condolence letters. Some saccharine and noble. Feel free to invent next of kin if there are none on record. So we did read this earlier, but we're going to read it again. Use the cheap paper. Leave the letters on my desk. I'll dispose of them shortly. Archived messages. 2 L. Bancroft, subject resignation. Lucian, I'm leaving this message to inform you of my resignation from the position of testing supervisor at Space's Choice Pharmaceuticals, effective immediately. I won't be returning to headquarters, and I wouldn't bother chasing that tracking signal unless you want to give the boys and girls in human resources some exercise. I'll warn you once, do not try and find me. Dr. Marion Blakesley. Let's hack the terminal. Okay. From O. Ambrose, subject RE condolences, etc. Marion, cancel all the letters. If they've been hand-delivered, send someone to retrieve them. Secrecy trumps sentiment. Don't ever let me do anything so indulgent again. Ollie. From O. Ambrose, subject test subject status. Marion, I see now why you held back your reports. Strangulation, attempted disemboweling, blunt force trauma to the head with a bedpan. It's not just that volunteer deaths are up, but that's the way in which they're dying. But that the ways in which they're dying are appalling. This is unconscionable and an unmitigated disaster. Cease administration of the compound immediately. I'll take this to our liaison, Lucian. Surely when I show him these results, he'll understand that we can't take this product to market as it currently stands. Ollie. And then to be Morley, subject delete this. And that was at So I'm guessing he forwarded this email to B. Morley to delete the
Look, I've seen
message.
some messy operating tables, but this is a first, and hopefully a last. And pointless. What I'm stuck on is this. Spacer's Choice knew what Adrena Time would do, and they released it anyway.
They don't care, they just see it as a test subject.
If only their handguns were as deadly. I just wonder if that heiress isn't gonna collapse on her fainting couch when she gets that journal, whatever it holds.
We getting out of here? Good.
Okay. That's number 1 done. So we might as well travel to these 2 areas.
Cycle complete.
Am I going the right way? There it is.
Whatever they're hiding, better not be a stack of comics.
What's this? Very nice. Looks very nice indeed. Okay, that side mission is done. Okay, now, man. Crazy. How do we get down there? Is the question. Okay, how do we get... Sealed at the moment. Let's find out. What's it called again? Storage room, not facility. Okay. So we've got kind of an idea to what we need to do. Apparently we need to find it in a locker.
Get our hands dirty.
Right, let's go this way for now. Garbage processing log. Day 1. First day on the new job. I can't believe this. What a joy to be here. What a sudden and complete surprise to be promoted to head garbage processing officer. It would be nice if there were another officer here to teach me the job, but I guess he fell into the feed chute last week. I've made a note not to do this. Day 2, I'm starting by reading all available notation regarding the trash compactor. If Spacer's Choice believes that I, a humble chemist, am suited to such lofty work, then I'll do my best to succeed at it. Unfortunately, the operating manual for the compactor is covered in bloodstains, which does make it which does make it difficult to understand. Day 3 compactor was making weird noises today. I thought it was a problem with the compression chamber, so I spent most of the afternoon troubleshooting with the manual. Turns out a sprat had gotten into the hopper. Day 5, the emergency stop does not work. Day 8, my arms are killing me and my back. And let's see, yep, my shoulders, most of me aches. I thought this was supposed to get easier. Guess I'm not used to physical labor yet. I'm seriously considering microdosing with Adrenatime. Maybe once they've gotten a few more of the kinks sorted out, assuming the idiots over at the chem lab have stopped bickering long enough to do their jobs. Day 19, what am I even doing here? Question mark. I'm a chemist for law's sake. I don't know how any of this works. I'm surprised I have both arms left. Not that anyone else ever comes by the shack to notice. Day 33, I don't know why I'm bothering with the log. No one's going to read it. No one has any intention of reading it. It's pen and paper. They could at least pretend to give a flying fish sticks and give me a data log. This is sprat shit. Day 52. Today I compacted a marauder's corpse into a tiny cube of meat just to see what it would look like. I should have felt disgusted, but when I looked at the end result, I didn't feel a thing. Day 76. Is there something I'm meant to do to maintain the machine? Question mark. Maybe oil it or something? Question mark. Day 100. What a milestone. Day 101. Made a game out of lobbying sprats into the compactor's hopper. Gave myself extra points for the live ones. What have I become? Day 140. I wonder what it would look like to run a mantis swarm through the feed chute? Question mark. What did it look like all crushed down into a tiny cube? Question mark. Day 183. Got a message from the mine to come out and clean up some kind of cargo rail accident. Had to trek all the way out there just to tell them I don't deal with fluids. Morons. Day 211. Here's me at my lowest. I've been picking up the most hazardous trash I can find, and I am saving up to do some nasty to Clarence's place. Need to figure out which room is his. Day 231. What if I just dove in there? Question mark. Lord, that would hurt. Imagine how slowly and painfully it would crush my body down into juice and meat and shards of bone. Day 269. The mine crew is still after me to clean up their little accident, like I'm not up to my ears in garbage out here. Bodily fluids are outside my wheelhouse. Any bodily fluids from compressing organic material are just incidental. Day 275. I'm done with this log. I'm done with everything. Maybe I'll let the garbage pile up forever. Maybe it'll pile up so high it'll spill out across the canyon and drown everything and everyone. I can only hope. Someone wasn't happy, obviously. Looks like it's shit all now, basically. Nice.
Trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years.
Okay, see if we can... find out where this bathroom's meant to be. Question is, how do we get to this third floor? try going the other way, maybe. Okay, well, you're being left, let's try right.
Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
We definitely need to figure this out, guys. This is annoying. Okay. Gonna have to come back to it. It's saying it's in a bathroom area. And I guess we're just gonna have to kind of stumble across it, maybe. Definitely not in here, I don't think. Why would you want to sleep in this? Yeah, nah. Can you go behind? No. We head to the Sprat Shack. Right. So we need to head that way. Okay, fair enough.
They won't try that again.
So I'm guessing we need to go that way. Think we might be on the right path, guys. What a fucking crazy area, man. Little fuckers. Okay. Chem lab upper exterior. That's where we wanted to go. Alright. Ah, you little bastard. It's sealed. Of course it is. Okay, we need to come back to this. We look this whole game. At least we opened up this area though. But yeah, we need to be able to find the passcode or a passcode to get into that. I'm guessing we've got to go to the main mission to do that. So if we go to the Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station, then we should be able to get the access code for the chem lab, so we can get that last piece of information, the phonograph in the chem lab storage room. We need to go and get the locker for the guy. You know, we need to find his locker code, locker key, and that's how we go into the storage room area. Okay, let's carry on. All right. Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station.
Captain, an unknown vessel is approaching our ship. Their intentions are currently indeterminate. Once I deduce their intentions, I will play one of two audio signals. A cheerful fanfare if they are friendly, alarms if they are hostile. Their intentions are no longer unknown. The unknown vessel has deployed a boarding mechanism. They will attach themselves to our airlock and attempt boarding shortly. That sound indicates that a boarding mechanism has successfully attached to our airlock. Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we are currently in the process of being boarded. I have been programmed to simulate joy and excitement at the opportunity to test my limited defensive capabilities. Captain Hawthorne installed a lethal shock trap on our airlock in the event of an invasion. I am prepared to deploy this trap at a moment's notice. The invading ship appears to be a decommissioned storage vessel. The crew are either pirates or freelancers. My opinion of their competence is low. Their ship is using a tracking device too sophisticated for their primitive astrogator. I conclude they are receiving outside assistance. If you prefer to make an escape, I can disable their boarding mechanism. However, as long as that tracking device remains on board their ship, they will be able to find us again. Yes, Captain. I am capable of deploying the Unreliable's articulated thrusters to dislodge their ship from our own. This is a temporary solution, however. A permanent solution may require your personal intervention. Understood, Captain. I will be deploying the Unreliable's lethal deterrence system. Please approach the airlock and enjoy the show. Now initiating warm welcome protocol.
Let's go with Nyoka and Sam.
Looks like our opponent knows how to play defense. All right, freebooters, fall back and regroup.
Mean and ready to kill words.
Oh, my bad.
Something going on over there.
Alright. Well, sorry Nyoka for that. Is it really stealing though if they come and attack us? Fuck it.
And maintenance job
Here they come.
fulfilled.
Something going on over there?
Coach Smiley. See you later, pal.
Foundation is sterling.
Very nice. Disable the tracking device. Okay, we're going to do that in a second. Model spaceship. Got some decent loot here, guys. To be fair with you. Shame you had to die for it, but you know, that's what happens when you try and take over me ship. See how Captain Smiley feels now. Coach Stiley's credentials. Starship Hunters. Interesting. It's classed as a different kind of side quest, this. Messages. From error. Unknown sender to L. Stilly subject contract. Your target is the Unreliable, a small inconsequential ship with no significant defences. Freelancer owned and operated, captained by a 2-bit smuggler who goes by Alex Hawthorne. Intercept the Unreliable, eliminate Hawthorne and any crew in your way. I've sent you in advance along with a tracking device for your astrogator. From Firefly Company Office. To whom it may concern. Subject on the future of the Freebooters brand. To the Freebooters team coach and / or his / her replacement. The Firefly Company is currently experiencing an exciting period of growth and change. We are happy to announce that 3 different companies, in brackets including but not limited to Spacer's Choice, are currently in the process of negotiating for ownership of Firefly Company's properties. As part of these negotiations, Firefly Company has agreed to dissolve its Freebooters Tossball property, so as not to challenge, compete with, undermine, or in any way disrespect the Tossball teams owned and deployed by any company interested in acquiring us. We are pleased to inform you that the Firefly Company has formally renounced its ownership of the Freebooters Tossball brand and all related properties. Furthermore, please be informed that all Tossball related positions, in brackets including but not limited to players, coaches, maintenance, auto-mechanical units and labourers, are now formally dissolved. Please be reminded that your lifetime indenturement contracts have not been dissolved. Your labour and services remain the sole property of Firefly Company into perpetuity. Please be reminded that offering your services to a competitor is strictly contrary to colony law and may be punishable with arrest, imprisonment, mandatory re-education and / or a surprise audit. Furthermore, any independent contract work, in brackets also known as freelancing, is strictly contrary to the terms of your lifetime indenturement contract. Your position has been discontinued as of the receipt of this message. Notices on following instructions. Team, there's a time for improvisation and a time for following instructions. Understanding the difference is more of an art than a science. If you find yourself thinking up a creative solution to a problem, ask yourself, what are some of the consequences of my solution? ? Am I behaving in a way consistent with the values of the Freebooters? ? Let me give you a practical example. Say I ask one of you to repair the piping in my lavatory. I understand we've got a bit of parts shortage here in Halcyon, so you might try to improvise. Using a plasma rifle instead of a welding torch, for example, or tossball sticks instead of chisels. These are all terrible ideas. Why, you ask? ? If you think about it, the answer will be as obvious as the hole in my lavatory wall. Don't be sorry, be better. On practice. Team, practice is important. The best tossball players devote every working moment to the study of their craft. Scripture tells us our lives are defined by our role in society. Our role is to play tossball. We are never off the field because we never stop being tossball players. Some of you took this advice to heart. You're practicing your pitch and your swing in the commons. I don't have to remind you of all of the incident involving a tossball and my entire case of Spectrum Red. Now I understand you're all eager to play. We haven't had a lot of matches since corporate scuppered the team. But today I had to pry a tossball out of a shattered terminal. That terminal couldn't be our astrogator. And then I would have had to space the party responsible, in accordance with team regulations. Please don't force me into a position where I have to discipline you. I expect you all to behave in a manner consistent with freebooter values, which includes only destroying equipment while on board of enemy ships. Coach. Hack. Deleted messages. Notice of discontinuation. From the Firefly Company Office of Clerical Oversight to the designated captain of this vessel. Dear Sir and/or Madam, this is an automated message. Please be informed that the following services, amenities and products provided by the Firefly Company has been discontinued and/or decommissioned. Number 1, the Firefly Freebooters Tossball team and all properties related therein, and number 2, all Firefly Company storage and transport ships in development or currently spaceworthy, and number 3, all maintenance and repair services provided to Firefly Company vehicles, and number 4, all rations, medical rights, company uniforms and designated domiciles belonging to Firefly Company. Please be informed that captaining a discontinued ship is strictly contrary to regulation and may be punishable with any or all of the following: punitive fees, mandatory re-education, imprisonment. Firefly Company, I don't know why I keep saying flyer, will not provide relocation or employment assistance for any discontinued workers.
You make it look so easy.
Indeed. Guess we're going to have to get there another way. It's only a mod bench anyway, which I've already got a mod bench. Tracking device. Remove tracking device. You've gained tracking protocol cartridge. Inventory logs. Open last entry. Alright. So this Firefly Company keeps fucking saying flyer. This Firefly Company has obviously hired a what are they called now? An assassin, basically. What we're classed as doing, but against us. Okay. So obviously we need to destroy these Firefly associates. Well, Captain Smiley's definitely not smiling anymore. Okay. Thought I had to put that out there. That's barred still. Interesting. I mean, we could steal that generator. That'd be pretty cool. See if there's anything else before we go. I can't see anything else, but there is a door that is still barred for some reason. So see if there's an entrance to that door. There it is. Okay. Let's go.
Welcome back, Captain. I understand you have resolved your differences with our former boarding party. Are you ready to depart? Understood, Captain. Resuming our course.
No more tracking device, bro. Okay. Don't do. Okay. Let's go to the mod bench. Okay.
Hey, anybody out there? We're not here to hurt you.
together, Kelly. Just breathe, Kelly. Everything's gonna be all right. Just wait, just wait, just wait. They can't open the door. Eventually their security protocols will reset. Just wait through the next charging cycle. The supply drop will be here. Tomorrow, the next day. When it comes, just sneak onto the ship. Easy as you please. Who's out there? Really? I would be indebted to you for life. But how do I know I can believe you? I'll have to come out to assess it myself. Hold on. I'm opening the door.
Let me just catch my breath. I swear, my heart's trying to punch its way out of my chest. Law, I'm so lucky you came along. I know it sounds crazy, but a little while back, I'd been gearing myself up to take a long walk off a short turbine platform. Then the security mechanicals broke out into a massacre, and I realized I really want to live. How can I help you help me get out of here? Do I ever? Drop me off in the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time. Oh, thank you so much. I'll just hide in a crate or something. You won't even know I was there. Here, this is my official laboratory headgear. I won't be needing it anymore, so it's all yours. Believe me when I say I can't board your ship fast enough. I'm Kelly Marine, the receptionist. And before you ask, I wasn't manning the visitor's desk when the mechanicals went haywire, because no one comes here. Not ever. Not since all us station workers were dropped off at the start of the project a year ago. Right. Heck of a time for our first and only visitor to show up. Speaking of, why are you here? If I had to guess, you'd probably find his body either in his office or the labs. Or heck, he could have been on the toilet. I don't know. No bones about it, he was the smartest of us all. Maybe he evaded the automechs, too. Watch yourself out there. If it's all the same to you, I'll just sneak my way onto your ship where it's safe. Drop me off in the groundbreaker and I'll be out of your hair in no time. How can I help you? Pink slip protocol. How should I know? I just monitor the front desk. Well, except for the last couple of days when I've been hiding out in here. If you work at OOPS, you're doing research and development. If we're not researching or developing fast enough, the protocol's there to put the fear in us. Somebody messed up. When one of us makes a mistake, the whole facility pays for it. I know it sounds harsh, but it was in our contracts and everything. Oh, this lab was built for the sole purpose of brewing an advanced version of anthracillin. Dr. Lowe was spearheading the initiative. Science stuff isn't really my area, though, so I don't know more than that. Just a feeling I got. Every day was the same as every other day. I felt like I was stuck in a circle, you know? Started imagining what it'd be like to break that circle. Station goes in a circle around the planet, so what if I just dropped off the edge? But after what I've seen, after what happened, I don't want that anymore. I want to live. Believe me when I say I can't board your
Okay.
Just getting started.
I wish I could do that.
Nice and quick.
So we're just really looking round at the moment, guys. Obviously we're meant to go up there. So we just want to scope out the whole area before we do anything else. That's the ship. Okay. There's nowhere else to go. I wonder where up here goes.
This thing's orbit is stable, right? Ada checked before we docked? Captain?
Done and done.
Everyone all right?
No more fucking mechanicals, man.
Great work.
Property of anti-Cleo. Password disabled. Notice password input disabled. Too many failed password attempts. Last login perfect recall when the numbers and letters were swimming around on the page at the time. Doesn't help with horse fucking shit passwords. Incoming messages. From E. Mora, subject a last and lethal. To lead chemist Dr. Jasper Lowe. From anti-Cleo's corporate headquarters chief efficiency. Inspector Dr. Eleonora Mora. Subject a last and lethal warning. Pink slip protocol will be coming. RE progress reports. Advisory notice to the lead chemist at the Olympus Orbital Pharmaceutical Station. No satisfactory results have been submitted in 11 months. Pursuant to clause 0059 PSP 733.25, if measurable and maternal material proof of progress are not approved within 31 days, station personnel may be found to be in dereliction of duty and as a result could be prematurely terminated. Anti-Cleo's corporate headquarters special committee for auditing and management, who quote-unquote cares about your health more than Anti-Cleo? ? Nobody. Postscript, Jazz my darling genius. As you are likely now well aware, I must humbly regret to inform you that my exhaustive efforts to protect that beautiful, oversized brain of yours in brackets and consequently its nefarious agenda are in fact failing faster than your rumoured last project on Gorgon. I repeat, the corporate hounds are onto your dodgy scent, and it's made them thirst and bay for blood. If I cannot supply the executive floors with tangible, undoctored results, and soon I'm heartbroken to report that Pink Slip Protocol will be initiated by a majority vote even, and the project will be scrubbed. Wholly and completely, I trust you understand the full weight of what that means. One can project is an embarrassment of epic proportions. Twice is unforgivable. Please, 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 I am begging on bended knee. Send me a working prototype at the stage. Even a fatally flawed one will do. Save yourself and your lab coats before this reflects poorly on my permanent record. Eternally yours, in brackets at least until the next failed delivery milestone, your Chief Efficiency Inspector, Dr. Mora. Outgoing messages. To E. Mora, subject RE, a last and lethal. RE that postscript. Nora Mora, my one starling, as you are likely now well aware, I don't want you to beg, I don't want you on bended knee, I don't want anything except to feed this infernal, indefensible, insatiable need. I'm so close, so very nearly on the cusp of salvation. Then and only then will I send you that blasted Anthracylin Plus, a ludicrously simple modification I could formulate in my sleep, in brackets, were I ever able to sleep. No longer yours, no longer anyone's, but that elusive and fleeting embrace of chemical virtuosity. With regret, Jasper. In brackets, you understand, do you not, darling? ? From the very first test, from that first accursed step, every path, every infinitely random dice roll of emerging cosmic roots was leading us to this same destiny. Drafts. Draft 2. Scam subject venting, do not send. 2. Hashtag scam from Dr. Jasper Lowe, subject venting, do not send. Pink slip Pink slip protocol. Really, you hull heads went there? ? Never would I have thought you'd stoop so low, or more accurately be so moronic as to cut off your own noses to spite your faces. True, the project was delayed, but we all know I would have delivered more than adequate results eventually, once I descended to the highest peak of my genius. We were less than months away, not that I'd expect a pea-brained layman to understand. Nor it is wasted on you lot. I am wasted on you lot. And might I just add, though I might have invited you to do your worst, you did try your best, but I'm still alive. Nevertheless, I do go on, and I never ever forget. Payback will be swift, oh yes. I scarcely think you'll see it coming, just as soon as I perfect my formula and can focus on other matters. Then will you will rue the day you pink slip the great Jasper Lowe. Buffoons, eternally misunderstood and undervalued, and still misappropriating your precious company resources. The employee, in brackets formerly so known as Dr. Jasper Lowe. Error, unable to send message, reason 2400B, lack of power from the facility's primary source. What a shame. Okay. Not a problem. Disable automechanical hostility protocols. Awesome. Project update. Notice effective immediately. Team, we're temporarily redirecting our efforts to perfecting Dr. Lowe's proprietary sky-high mix, which maximizes genius and productivity. After sampling Dr. Lowe's sky-high mix, the team agrees that this will enable us to reach our original project goals better in the long run and is so worth a momentary detour. Yates. Project data. Meeting notes. A note on today's meeting notes. This record is abbreviated due to an unscheduled chemical leak that permeated the meeting room. The resulting and immediate inhalation of noxious gases caused double vision, hallucinations, and uncontrollable sense of giddiness and projectile vomiting. Side effects occurred in all meeting participants. As such, we cut the time block down to 1 hour from the standard 2-hour review. Meeting notes. Dr. Lowe, where the devil is Sullivan? ? I told that numbskull if he missed one more staff meeting, then Yates cuts him up. He couldn't make it, Doctor. He caught his hand in the specimen splicer again. Dr. Lowe, oh, you mean his remaining hand? ? Ordine, not anymore. Yates starts snickering. Dr. Lowe, what was that? ? I heard something. Yates, nothing. Dr. Lowe, no, I'm sure it sounded like a... Ordine, perhaps it was your imagination, Doctor? ? Dr. Lowe, right, when isn't it, Jasper? When isn't it? ? At any rate, he'll require a replacement. Ordine, for his hands? ? Dr. Lowe, don't be asinine. For his productivity, we can't risk falling behind. Not now, not when I am at long last on the cusp of a breakthrough. Yates, you've balanced the mixture then? ? Marvellous, Doctor. Ordine whispered to Yates' bootlicker. Louder to Dr. Lowe, I'll have Kel put in a request for a personnel transfer. If we're very lucky, we could get a new body with a supply drop coming next month. Elsewhere, or elsewise, we'll have to wait a year. Dr. Lowe, no, this is unacceptable. I distinctly smell... And then a hissing sound seeps through the vents, coughing. That interrupts his talking. Dr. Lowe, what imbecile scheduled the testing release in this time block? ? The room is allotted for self-testing on Thursdays only. Then there's a bunch of laughing. Yates, I don't. And then vomiting. End of meeting notes. Testing data. Sky High Mix Test Concoction 009B. Administered to Raptidon. Raptidon exploded. Administered lower dosage. Raptidon exploded but more slowly. Sky High Mix Test Concoction 009C. I was just getting my TV not to go on standby if you're wondering what I was doing. Administered single drop to self. Woke on the turbine platform. Naked, drenched, and holding a handful of severed sprat tails. Sky High Mix Test Concoction 010. Misplaced calculations. Sky High Mix Test Concoction 010A+. Added mint flavouring tested on canid. Breath markedly improved. Canid explodes. Or exploded. And then progress report. Anthracycline plus progress. And it's got milestone from 1 to 12. So milestone 1 and 2 have been met. Milestone 3 to 9 didn't. 3 to 10 didn't get met, and milestone 12 is in progress. Okay, fair enough. We've got no more enemies. So in terms of requires turbine platform keycard to unlock. Got no more enemies in terms of the robots anyway. Okay, we got a shit ton of stuff we don't need. You don't need that. I'll do. This is where we were before.
One team is a tragedy, 2 teams is a blunder. Oh, no, that won't do it all. Jasper, you imbecile. Shush. Talking, concentrating.
Technicians lab discovered workbench shuffled.
I almost had it. The formula was in my mind and I almost had it. I was so close to a breakthrough, I could practically taste it. You really did pick the worst time to manifest. Oh, hang on. I see what's happening. You're real. Ergo, not a hallucination. This is interesting. I have several questions for you. Let's start with the obvious. Who are you, and how are you even alive? All sorts of things. Science, mainly. A little bit of research. If you're talking about all the dead bodies, that'd be the pink slip protocol. Right, that answers that. Next question. Do you come bearing fresh pharmaceuticals?
I don't think this fellow's entirely in his right mind.
Look, we all know you're here to interrogate me. If I'm going to go through this ordeal, I'm not doing it sober. New friends mean new birthdays to keep track of. And I can't spare much room in my mind palace for frivolous trinkets of information. But in this case, I'll make an exception. No, you don't. There's nothing interesting in the chem lab. There's nothing interesting in Gorgon at all. Gorgon is a featureless rock dragged along by the gravitational current of a barren asteroid belt. The chem lab is a graveyard. You won't find anything there but the dead. Well, it wasn't me. I've been stuck in this place for ages. In any case, it's becoming obvious you're not listening to sensible warnings. If you've set your heart on exploring my old labs, I won't try to dissuade you. Indulge me with a favor, and I'll give you the access you want. The electromechanical turbine is offline. Without any power, I can't possibly continue my work. Be a dear and reactivate it for me. That's all I ask. take the elevator to the storm platform at the top of this facility. Reactivate the turbine, and I'll give you the access you want. Of course you do. Well then, let's hear them. One thing at a time, my chatty accomplice. Turbine repairs first, interviews later. Did you snoop through my things? And just admit it to me. You do have gall, I'll give you that. Look, I keep a draft on my terminal where I vent my occasional frustrations with upper management. It's honestly one of my less detrimental coping methods, as I am not stupid enough to fill out the name in the address field.
Okay. Oh, before we go there,
unexpected. Sleeping.
Nobody messes with me, boss.
whoa, okay. I'll take all this, thank you very much. Pretty sure we disabled them, but okay. Vendor machine discovered. Let's go. I'll do. Picked up too much stuff again, by the looks of it. I'll do. Site Safety Engineer's Log. From the manual, in the unfortunate event of a necessitated downsizing, the most senior Site Safety Engineer, in brackets or the sole member on assignment, shall initiate by mandate of AMTI's corporate headquarters the Pink Slip Protocol Manufacturer's Directive included within all automechanicals stationed at the facility. From the Site Safety Engineer, sit there and guard the red button, they said. Sounds like an easy paycheck, I said. I'm not going to live in a secret lab in the middle of a gas giant storm-riddled atmosphere, my ex-wife said. No one told me I'd eventually have to press the button I was guarding, the Pink Slip Protocol button. That final choice between diligent duty or my friends. On second thought, let's be honest, they were never my friends. Once I've disabled the protocol and scrubbed the labs, I'll ask corporate for a reassignment. I hear Emerald Vale's real nice this time of year. Well, I probably already killed you then, pal. Recent security complaints regarding sprat tails and coffee. Complaint: whoever keeps cutting off sprat tails and dropping them into innocent, unguarded cups of coffee Needs to cut it out or I'll cut off something of yours next. It's not funny and I'm tired of cleaning up coffee-coloured vomit. Reporter JR Custodial Assistant Gracie G. Goldmain. Regarding lost cards. Complaint missing Queen of Hearts, 5 of Clubs, all aces, and the 3, 7, 8, and 9 of Spades. Last seen on my deck in a solitaire spread, reward if found, a friendly game of whist. In brackets, even if not returned, we can make do. Really come play with me, betting not required, or we can place bets if you'd rather. I've got a couple packets of sugar-free 0% sweetener left. I could barter. Reporter, Receptionist Kelly. Regarding power outage thefts. Complaint, some thefts have been happening each time the power goes off, and the power keeps going off for longer each time. Coincidence? Question mark. I think not. Folks are getting antsy as the year and the storm stretches, and that makes them mean. Reporter SSE George. In brackets, self-reported. Yeah, I literally just dropped that. Okay. Let's drop this. Okay, we'll be in here. Okay, that's where we came from. That's where we came from, I think. Okay, see what's up here. See where this goes first. Ah, this is that area. Okay, cool.